Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Channel 28 broadcast of Shrewsbury High School Athletics. I'm Andrew Engel, and it is Saturday, January 27th. I'm here at North Star Ice Sports, where the boys ice hockey team will be taking on the Wachusett Mountaineers. Just before this, the girls team improved to 11-0-0 in the season after defeating rival Notre Dame Academy of Hingham. The girls' next home game after this airs is against highly ranked Longmeadow right here at North Star next Monday the 5th at 4:30. So come out and show your support for Coach Panarelli and the girls as they look to continue this incredible run. The boys today come into action at 8-1-2 after tying North Middlesex last Wednesday, a hard-fought 5-5 tie in which Anthony Quinlivan scored his 100th career point. Wachusett comes into action tonight with a 3-6-1 record, their worst start to the season in some time. Despite the poor results, Wachusett is still a very tough opponent who I'm confident will still find its way into the playoffs. These two teams met a couple weeks ago, a 4-2 win for the Colonials. Forwards Liam Como and Kevin Skagerland both earned points in that game, and Shrewsbury will have to find a way to shut down both of those players here tonight. Shrewsbury's all-time record against Wachusett is 45-20-5, and the Colonials look to improve on that here this evening. Shrewsbury High School boys ice hockey is coming up next. We're about ready to go here at North Star. It'll be Quinlivan, and Tyler Boris getting the start for the Colonials with Cam Mullen and Persicino back on D. Pat Shaughnessy's in net. Faceoff's going back to Mullen, who gets over to Persicino. Persicino gets it up, and that'll go for a nice. Just 7 seconds here into the game. Persicino went for the pass up to Liam. Off the boards, a little too far ahead to go all the way down. And Anthony Quinlivan will come back and take a defensive zone faceoff for the Colonials. Anthony's able to type his man. Liam picks up the puck, loses it, gets sent back in. Persicino's going to chase him to the corner. Persicino tries to get it behind the net, squirts out front. Anthony's there to pick it up. He banks it ahead to Liam. Liam tries to get back to Anthony. That's picked off by Wachusett. Wachusett enters the zone now. Player loses the puck. Liam comes away with it. He's able to get around that player. Now Liam's coming up. He's got Connell Persicino on his far left. Liam enters the zone on the right side. He's able to get around that player. Liam still with the puck. Stacanos throws one in front. No one's there. Anthony's going to pick it up at the point. Anthony Quinlivan creeping towards the net. He fires one. That gets blocked and goes to the side. Tyler Boris is there to pick it up. Boris gets it back to Mullen. Mullen fires it all the way back down. That's going to wrap around for Anthony over in the far corner. Anthony gives it up to Persicino at the point. Persicino fires one. That's just off net. Then Mullen will get there and get the keep. Mullen puts it back in the corner. Now James Tepper comes to chase it. Gets sent around. Now Jack Tepper's there. Jack Tepper can't get in the way of that player. He's able to get the puck out of the zone. So Persicino's going to chase it all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. It's on Shaughnessy. He plays it over to Persicino. Persicino goes for the pass up to Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper gives it up to Cole Russo. Passes a little far behind him. Russo with the kick it ahead. Now Wachusett has it in the right zone. Wachusett going for the clear. Belbin saves it. It's Peter Belbin. He gets a shot on net. Tepper gets the rebound. And then Cole Russo got the second rebound. Couldn't get it on net. Tom Belbin's able to get the keep there. It's a Belbin D pairing out for the Shrewsbury right now. James Tepper picks it up in the neutral zone, gets it up to Jack. Jack coming on the right side, gets it back over to James. James loses it for a second, had it on his backhand, but then lost the puck again. Wachusett wins the race to it. Jack Tepper battling for it. Wachusett's barely able to get the puck out of the zone. Tom Belbin has it and gives it over to Peter in the neutral zone. Peter gives it back to Thomas. Thomas gains the red line, dumps it in. It's being chased down by Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper picks it up in the corner. Tepper behind the net. Gets it up to Tom Belbin. He shoots. And a goal. James Tepper was in front. He got the deflection on the initial shot. He kept batting away at it. Jackson King was not able to get the cover. It's 1-0 Colonials here, just under 2 minutes here into the game. Good keep by Tom Belbin on the wall, then able to get something on net. James Tepper battled in front, won that battle, was able to put one on the back. 1-0 Shrewsbury, and it's going to be Quinlivan and Tyler Boris coming onto the ice following the goal. Persicino and Cam Mullen are back at D. Anthony wins that faceoff back to Connell. Connell puts it up. Cam Mullen's able to glove that one down. Gets by him, but Quinlivan's there. He goes for the far pass over to Liam. It's too far ahead. That'll go for an ice, and the puck's going to come all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. It'll be the same players on the ice for Shrewsbury. That's the second time so far early in this game that line has failed to connect on a long pass that ended up being in an ice. Anthony gets set to take the D-zone draw. Wachusett center is going to get tossed from the faceoff. So Anthony's set to square off against his next opponent. Anthony wins that back. Tyler Boris picks it up and loses it. Connell's able to push it forward. He'll go all the way down for an ice. Connell just trying to make sure the puck got out of the zone there. 12:42 remaining here in the first period. Shrewsbury is up 1-0. We'll take another face-off inside their defensive zone. Belbin and Belbin now the D pair on for Shrewsbury. Wachusett wins that face-off, but Tyler Boris wins the race to the puck. Tyler Boris coming up ice. He gets it over for Liam. Liam enters the zone now on the left side. Liam carrying on his backhand. He gets out into the slot for Anthony. Anthony shoots and scores. 2.5 minutes into the first period here, and it is 2-0 Colonials. Quinlivan from Quinlivan. Tyler Boris should pick up an assist too. And Shrewsbury's taking a nice 2-0 lead here on Wachusett early in this game.
Come on, Green, let's go!
It'll be Tepper and Russo now on the ice. Still Belbin and Belbin back on D. Wachusett comes away with that face-off. They're across the red line. They'll dump it in. Tom Belbin gets it. He wraps it all the way around. It ends up on net. Shaughnessy has to play it forward, and then Cole Russo's able to chip it out of the zone. Wachusett's going to chase it all the way back into their own zone. James Tepper, the forechecker on that player. Player spins around on his backhand now, spins around James Tepper again. Tepper's still with him. Wachusett's able to break the puck out of the zone cleanly, but then just chips it forward. Comes to Tom Belbin, who goes up for Peter. Peter moves it up to Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper entering the zone now. Tepper takes the hit and plays the puck forward. Russo was able to force that. Jack Tepper lays another hit, and then Denny Holloway's there. Can't keep the puck in the zone, throws it back in. Now Denny Holloway's going to chase it into the Wachusett zone. That puck gets by Mullen, but Alberts is able to win the race to it and get it forward. Sam O'Connor's there. Sam O'Connor's able to get it all the way into the Wachusett zone. Holloway chasing after it now. Wachusett wraps it all the way around. Squirts out. Albertson was able to lift that player's stick. They were eventually able to break the puck out of the zone. Now Wachusett has it. Cam Mullen gets back and is able to break up that play. Persicino's going to chase it back into the zone, and he wraps one around for Albertson. Albertson coming out of the Shrewsbury zone now. He's across the red line. He dumps one in. That's on net. Goalie plays it to the side, and Holloway's going to win the race to it. Holloway plays it forward where O'Connor gets behind the net. O'Connor battling. He's in the corner with it now. Puts it back down low for Albertson. Albertson loses the puck there. Wachusett picks it up. But then Holloway's there to pick it up behind the net. Holloway puts it back down low. Some good pressure on right now from this third line. Mullen's able to glove that one, keep it in. And a hand pass called. It looked like Cam Mullen did play it with his stick after he played it with his hand, going back to Holloway. But a hand pass is the call. The faceoff's going to come outside the Wachusett zone. 10:45 remaining here in the first period. 2-0 Colonials. Quinlivan and Tyler Boris on the edge for Shrewsbury. Faceoff's going to come all the way back into the Colonial zone. Belbin, the D pair. Anthony's able to win that one back. Shoves one player. Wachusett picks it up. Persicino was there to break it up. And then it gets sent back down for Tom Belbin. Belbin gets it up to Liam. Liam chips ahead for Anthony. And then Anthony tries to send it to Tyler Boris, who's behind him. Wachusett picks it up. Wachusett coming across us now. They're across the red line. They're going to dump it in. Shaughnessy comes out from his net to play the puck behind the net. Belbin's there, and he wraps one around. He's looking for Liam, but Wachusett was able to get a stick on it. Liam loses the puck. Wachusett gets it into the high slot. Player couldn't handle that pass, and now Tyler Boris is going the other way with it. Boris feeds it over to Anthony. Anthony entering the zone now. He's got Liam right behind him. He gives it back to him. Liam now is able to move by that player. Tries to leave one in front. Lost the puck, though, and now Wachusett's able to clear it to the side. Tyler Boris laying the body there. Wachusett has to throw it all the way down. That'll go for an ice. There are exactly 10 minutes remaining here in the first period. Still 2-0 Colonials at North Star. It'll be Tepper, and Cole Russo on the end for Shrewsbury with Persicino and Joe Flionis back at D. Wachusett wins that face-off. Jack Tepper still battling for it. They can't get by Jack Tepper cleanly. James picks it up, loses it. Cole Russo had it for a second, but lost the puck. And then Jack Tepper was able to throw it all the way back in where James Tepper's going to pick it up behind the net. Tepper's able to spin around, gets it over to Cole Russo. Russo has it now in the corner. Tries to feed one over to James, but Wachusett was able to pick it off. Wachusett cannot break the puck out of the zone cleanly. Leonis with a keep in there. He throws it back down low. James Tepper chasing after it. Wachusett wins the race. They try to get it up. Caruso picks off that pass. Caruso now battling for the puck down below the net. Wachusett sends it into the corner. They throw one out. No ice is the call. Shaughnessy comes out to help out. Loses a stick for a moment, so Persicino's going to have to pick it up. Persicino banks one up for Jack Tepper. Tepper's able to bank it out of the zone. Wachusett's going to pick it up. They cross the red line. They try to dump it in. They hit a player right before the blue line, so Wachusett can't get it into the zone. Alejandro sends it up forward. James Tepper's chasing after it. Wachusett tries to go D to D, but that player lost the puck. James Tepper's still chasing after it. Now Alejandro, the other forechecker. Wachusett can't get out of the zone there. O'Connor picks it up, fires one. That gets blocked. O'Connor chases that man down. Tom Belbin's not able to keep it in the zone. Now Wachusett has it coming up. Peter Belbin's the D-back. Shots on Shaughnessy. He easily saves it and places it to the side. Peter sends it over for James Tepper. Then Wachusett tries to throw it in front. Tom Belbin was there to kick it away, and now Sam O'Connor's coming up ice with it. Sam O'Connor on a 1-on-2, fires one on net. Jackson King plays that to the side. Deanie Holloway racing for the rebound. He's able to keep that in the zone. Holloway tries to throw it in front, hits a stick, so Belbin's going to get at the point. Tom Belbin shoots, that gets blocked, goes up out of play. 8:13 remaining here in the first period. Colonials still have a 2-0 lead over Wachusett. Still Belbin and Belbin the D pair. Holloway, O'Connor, and Alejandro the forwards on the ice for Shrewsbury right now. Deanie Holloway is going to take the face-off. Holloway tries to win it forward. O'Connor ends up picking it up. Can't get the shot off. Wachusett chips it ahead, but Tom Belbin's able to keep it in. Belbin fires it around the corner. Alejandro chasing after it. Wachusett's going to win the race to it. Holloway lays the hit. Peter Belbin's able to keep it in there. Belbin battling. Wachusett eventually gets the puck out of the zone. They're able to get around that player. Now Wachusett has it coming in a 4-on-2. O'Connor steps up. He lays the hit. Didn't knock the player over, but did knock the player off balance. He lost the puck. It went into the corner, and that gets thrown out front. Alejandro chasing after it. From the point, they throw it back down low. Then out in front, they get a backhand, but it's not on net. And now a penalty comes to Jamison Alejandro for a charge. He hit the player in front of the net, and Alejandro's going to go to the box for 2 minutes. 7:34 remaining here in the first period. Colonials going to the penalty kill for the first time so far this evening. Forwards killing the penalty for Shrewsbury are going to be Liam and Anthony Quinlivan. It'll be Cam Mullen and Connell Persicino back at D. Anthony's able to tie up his man just long enough for Liam to come out and clear the puck all the way down. Liam, the forechecker, he'll chase that man. He chips it ahead, but Anthony's there. Anthony's able to pick it up. Anthony stick handles around a couple players, and he'll take the space he gets. Anthony takes the puck out of the zone, then passes far over to Persicino. Persicino with time and space fires it all the way down. That's going to go all the way around, and Liam's going to win the race to it. Liam Quinlan in the zone, he passes it back out for Anthony. Anthony will take what he has. He gets it over to Mullen. Mullen gets it to Persicino, and Persicino will fire it. Take it all the way down. Wachusett coming up with it now. They'll dump it in unwisely as Shrewsbury is going to have time to get it all the way down now. Anthony picks it up. He gets it over for Persicino. Persicino catches that and sends it back down low for Anthony. 1:15 remaining here on the penalty to Jameson Alejandro, and Anthony's going to fire one all the way down. Jackson King comes out to play it behind his net. Liam's there, doesn't quite win the race to it. Wachusett's able to chip it by, but now Connell Persicino's going to win the race to that. Persicino's able to play it back down. Wachusett can't get anything going here on the power play. They are able to successfully break the puck out of the zone. Wachusett entering the Shrewsbury zone now. Player tried to cut back and lost the puck. Now all of Wachusett's players are going to have to exit the zone and regroup in the neutral zone. Wachusett dumps it in now. Shaughnessy comes out to play it behind the net. He lets it go. Wachusett's going to win the race to it in the corner. Only 40 seconds now remaining on the penalty to Alejandro. Wachusett with possession. They try to throw it in front. Persicino got a stick on it, left it for Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris is going to flip it all the way down. Just 30 seconds now remaining on the penalty to Alejandro, and Tyler Boris is the forechecker. Jack Tepper trying to cut off that player. Player's able to get around him. Enters the zone. From the side they shoot. Easy save there for Shaughnessy. Peter Belbin's there to pick it up. Peter Belbin tries to tie it up. Wachusett picks it up. They throw it out in front. Good job there. Tom Belbin getting in the passing lane now. Wachusett with a rebound. Shaughnessy's able to poke that away. Jack Tepper picks it up. There's only 5 seconds now remaining on the Alejandro penalty, so that'll expire. Jack Tepper's able to get around that player, chip the puck forward. It's on net. Jackson King is able to cover the puck, but just as the penalty expires, 2-0 here. Shrewsbury over Wachusett. There's 5:33 remaining here in the first period. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Tom Belbin and Joe Flionis, the D back for Shrewsbury, with Tepper and Russo, the forwards. Jack's able to win that one back. James couldn't play it up to Flionis. Jack Tepper battling down low now. Cole Russo's there to help. Flionis pokes it back in. There are 3 Wachusett players there as well. Russo pushes the player down. Wachusett comes away with the puck. Can't get it out cleanly though. Tom Belbin picks it up in the neutral zone. He'll throw it back in. A delayed offsides here for Shrewsbury, so Wachusett will have time to come out of the zone with it. They're able to break it out. James Tepper's able to poke that one away. Jack Tepper tries to send it up farther. Wachusett dumps it all the way, and they're going to win the race to the puck. Flionis is with that man. He's able to pin his man to the boards. Jack Tepper there to help. Jack Tepper ties up a man, but Wachusett comes away with the puck. Wachusett gets it up to the point. Shot from the point, gets deflected by Cole Russo, goes up and out of play. Good job of Cole Russo to block that shot. 4:47 remaining here in the first period. Faceoff will stay inside the Shrewsbury zone. O'Connor, Alejandro, and Holloway. Sorry, O'Connor, Alejandro, and Albertson on for Shrewsbury right now. Cam Mullins back on D with Connell Persicino. O'Connor's had to take the face-off inside the defensive zone. O'Connor's able to win that one back. Persicino's going to pick it up behind the net. He gets it up. Passes just behind Alejandro, who couldn't handle it. Wachusett dumps it back in. Persicino's going to win the race to it. Couldn't put it back behind the net, so Persicino's going to take it up. Loses the puck. Wachusett picks it up in the corner. They try to throw it out in front, but Persicino's there to intercept that. Shrewsbury's eventually able to get the puck out of the zone. O'Connor's taking it up ice now. O'Connor enters the zone. On his backhand, he takes the hit, moves it forward. Wachusett's able to wrap it around. Albertson picks it off. He's behind the net. Albertson's going to backhand it up to Persicino. Persicino at the point, fires one towards the net. Wachusett gets in the way of that. They had a player running, but Cam Mullen was with him. They couldn't get that pass going. And now it's being taken off ice by Sam O'Connor. Sam O'Connor gets hit in open ice. And now Wachusett has it coming back. Wachusett enters the zone now. From the high slot, they shoot. Saved easily by Shaughnessy. 3:55 remaining here in the first period. Still 2-0 Shrewsbury. Shaughnessy's had very little trouble stopping each of the few shots he's faced so far this evening. Anthony Quinlivan will take this face-off inside the defensive zone. Wachusett wins that, but it gets out of the zone. They're going to have to chase it all the way back into the defensive zone. Tyler Boris and Liam Quinlivan are forechecking on that. It's wrapped around. Peter Belbin jumps. Gets by him, but Anthony's there to keep it in. Belbin walks it over. He gets it over to Anthony. Anthony tries to pass it across to Tyler Boris. Pass got blocked, and then it gets wrapped around. Gets by Tom Belbin. Now Wachusett has it coming up ice. It's a 2-on-1 on Peter Belbin. And Wachusett goes offsides. Peter Belbin had good positioning on that 2-on-1. Forced the player a little too far to his left. The player on the right jumped the gun. Wachusett, with its best chance of the game, goes offsides, and the faceoff's going to come just outside the Shrewsbury zone. Still going to be Quinlivan and Boris on the ice for Shrewsbury, with Belbin and Belbin back on D. Anthony wins that one back to Peter. Peter goes over to Tom, and Tom kicks it ahead for Liam. Wachusett picks it off. Tom's going to be able to glove that one down. Delayed offsides here for Shrewsbury, so Wachusett's going to have time to break the puck out of the zone with just over 3 minutes remaining here in the first period. Wachusett banks it up, but Tom Belbin's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. He flips it forward. That player mishandles the puck, and now Liam has it. He's got Tyler Boris on his right. He gets it over to Boris. Boris shoots. That was high and up into the netting. Tyler Boris had Jackson King flopping on the ground. Tyler Boris had some net to shoot at. Puck rose on him. There's 3:02 remaining here in the first period. Shrewsbury still has a 2-0 lead. Tepper and Russo on the ice now for Shrewsbury, with Persicino and Cam Mullen back on D. Tepper's able to win that one back. Player chips it by Mullen. Well, Russo cuts him off, and then Persicino's going to win the race to the puck. Persicino wraps it all the way around. James Tepper pins that player to the boards. Player can't advance the puck. Persicino picks it up and wraps it back around. Wachusett's going to win the race to that, and they send it back down low where Jack Tepper's going to pick it up. Jack Tepper sends it up to James Tepper. And then Jack's able to poke it out of the zone. Jack flying up the left side now. He's got Cole Russo on his right. Jack shoots and scores. Jack Tupper scores unassisted with 2:34 remaining here in the first period. That was Jack Tupper's first goal of the season. It is 3-0 Colonials over the Mountaineers. In his 12th game of the season, Jack Tupper's finally able to cash in on an opportunity to make it 3-0 Shrewsbury. He's got plenty of assists this year, but that was his first goal. He'll take the face-off at center ice. He's able to win it back. Gets just by Fleona, so Persicino will chase it down. Persicino sends it around, gets it up, and then Jack Tupper's going to pick that up off of Wachusett leg. Jack Tupper mishandles the puck and then plays it forward. Russo blocks that pass attempt. Now Jack battling in the corner. Fleona's going to pick it up. Fleona's taking a shot. Russo deflected that, but it ends up behind the net. James Tepper has it now. He won the battle and has the puck in the corner. Tepper gets to Fleonas at the point, but a penalty here coming to Shrewsbury. It'll be tripping on the Colonials. 2:08 remaining here in the first, so they'll be on the penalty kill for almost the entire rest of the period. Goal scorer Jack Teppers assessed the penalty for tripping. It'll be Quinlivan, Persicino, and Tom Belbin killing the penalty for Shrewsbury.
You got that right.
Who will be shorthanded until there are 8 seconds remaining in the first period. Wachusett wins that face-off, but again it gets out of the zone, so Wachusett's going to have to chase it all the way back into the defensive zone. Liam Quinlivan, the forechecker, looks to cut off that player. They go for the pass. Player can't handle it. Anthony gets a stick on it. Wachusett has it now, but a 1-on-2. Player gets by Persicino. Tom Belbin's there to support, though. Belbin's able to block that shot attempt. Belbin flips the puck forward. Wachusett's able to keep it inside the zone, though. Wachusett works from the point. Shot from the point is blocked by Tom Belbin. He picks it up and sends it all the way down. Great sequence of penalty killing from Tom Belbin there. Anthony's able to bat that pass out of the air. He's got Persicino coming in. Anthony shoots, played to the side by Jackson King. Persicino wins the race to it. Persicino can't tie the puck up, and so now Wachusett has it coming up ice. They flip one into the far corner. Wachusett's going to win the race to it. Tom Belbin's able to get in the way of that pass. Then Liam picks it up, puts it back in the corner. Just a minute remaining here on the penalty. Tom Belbin trying to tie up that player. He's able to tie up the player, but Wachusett gets the puck. They look to go D to D. They can't get the pass. That gets out of the zone and it's offsides. 46 seconds remaining here on the penalty to Jack Tepper. 54 seconds remaining in the game. In the first period. Faceoff's going to come just outside the Shrewsbury zone. It'll be Boris and James Tepper killing the penalty with Peter Belbin and Cam Mullen. Wachusett wins that faceoff. In front of the red line, they dump it in. Shaughnessy comes up to stop it. And Cam Mullen gets there. Cam Mullen wraps it around. Wachusett's able to keep that in. Tyler Boris gets a piece of it. Wachusett's still able to keep the puck inside. And then Cam Mullen will pick it up. Mullins will be able to get the clear all the way down. Jackson King comes out to play it. Passes it up forward. They complete the pass, but then they can't complete that pass, and Tyler Boris is going to pick that off. Less than 20 seconds here remaining in the penalty to Jack Tepper. Boris flips it forward. Wachusett coming up ice now, and they have to flip it in. James Tepper's going to pick it up. Less than 10 seconds here remaining on the penalty. James tries to fire it all the way down. Wachusett's able to prevent it from getting all the way down. But Wachusett now with it in the neutral zone. The penalty to Jack Tepper has expired. That one's in on net. Takes a weird bounce in front of Shaughnessy, but he's able to stop it. Peter gets it up to Holloway. Holloway's able to get out of the zone. And as time expires, Wachusett dumps it in. 3-0 here. Shrewsbury's all over Wachusett after one. We're ready to go here for the second period. It'll be Quinlivan, and Tyler Boris starting the second period for the Colonials with Cam Mullen and Connell Persicino back on D. Wachusett wins the face-off, flips it all the way in. Cam Mullen's going to win the race to it. He chips up to Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris can't get it up for Quinlivan, but Liam's there to pick it up. Liam circles back into the zone. And passes ahead for Anthony. Anthony catches the pass. Comes across the zone, then enters on the right side. Tries to stick handle on that player, but loses the puck. Wachusett can't chip it out. A good keep in there by Cam Mullen. Then Wachusett gets it all the way down. No ice to call. Persicino's going to win the race to it. Backhands it ahead, but the Wachusett wins the race to that. They can't handle it. Then they throw it in on net. Gets played to the side. Puck is behind the net now. That gets flipped out. The puck gets to the point, gets by him, and now Liam Quinlivan is going to win the race to that. Liam Quinlivan entering the zone. He's got Anthony on his left. Great play by that defenseman, able to take Liam out of the play. Gets sent it around. Persicino's going to pick it up. Sends it back all the way around. Liam's going to win the race to that. Liam gets back over. Wachusett defenseman's able to pick that up in front of the net. Tyler Boris is going to chase it behind. Wachusett attempt to get the puck out of the zone. Hits a Wachusett player. Then they dump it all the way down. No ice is the call. Tom Belbin's winning the race to it. Tom Belbin goes to the far pass with the James Tepper. Wachusett gets a piece of it. Now Wachusett has it, and they're going to dump it back down. Shaughnessy comes out to play it behind the net. Shaughnessy's going to play it up to James Tepper. Tepper can't catch the pass. Wachusett has it at the point. Gets blocked by Jack Tepper. Now Jack Tepper's coming up on the left side. Racing with one man. Jack Tepper coming in. He shoots. Tried to stick held around. Good save there by Jackson King. James picks up the rebound. Gets it back to Jack. Caruso with the screen, but the save made. Tom Belmont gets one, but it's never on net. Got blocked in front. Caruso's battling for it now with two Wachusett Mountaineers. Tom Belbin's there to help. Belbin gets it. Fishes it out. Shoots one on net. James Tepper can't get the rebound on net. Peter Belbin's able to keep it in, then James Tepper trying to stick handling around. Jack Tepper picks it up in the high slot. Whips on the shot attempt. Is able to push it forward. Jack Tepper battling down low now. Sends it all the way around. Tom Belbin chasing after it. Belbin able to push it farther low. Cole Russo's able to keep it inside. Belbin again battling down low. Russo gets it up to Tepper. Sorry, Holloway got it up to Tepper. Shot was saved. Tepper picks it back up. Got the shot. That's on net. Wachusett wins the race to the rebound. Then that defense throws win on a net. And then they fire it all the way down. And with Shaughnessy's touch, a penalty coming here to Jack Tepper. Tepper's second penalty of the game. 2 minutes for elbowing. Pucks will come all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. It's going to be Quinlivan, Persicino, and Cam Mullen on the ice for Shrewsbury. Anthony's able to tie up his man. Cam Mullen can't quite get there, but Persicino's going to win. Persicino wraps it around. That gets by, and that'll go all the way down. Liam's able to get to there. He's able to, can't quite poke it forward. Wachusett won the race to it. Now Wachusett coming back up. They dump it in. Cam Mullen breaks up that play, and he's going to chase that man into the corner. Wachusett has the puck, tries to throw it in front. Player whips on the shot attempt. Persicino clears it out, but to the point. Wachusett goes D to D. They shoot. That got deflected in front. Cam Mullen gets there. Can't clear it all the way around, but Persicino's going to get there. Persicino was slowed down by that Wachusett body. Now Wachusett has it behind the net. They move it up to the sideboards, then they shoot. Shaughnessy made the save, it went up. Wachusett gloved it down. Now Wachusett has it again with possession inside the offensive zone. Wachusett flips it over to the far side defenseman. He has to throw it back down. That player tries to get up to the defenseman, and then Quinlivan picks it up. He gets it ahead for Anthony. Now Anthony and Liam are coming up on a 2-on-1. Anthony has it on the left side. He fakes the pass, shoots, it goes off the post, and now Wachusett's coming up. They're going the other way. Anthony's back to back check. Wachusett gets by him now. It's a 3-on-2. Persicino's able to poke that away. Persicino blocks the pass now. Wachusett gets it up. Liam can't poke it ahead. Wachusett again has possession inside the offensive zone. Wachusett trying to work the puck down low. They do. They throw it outside. The defenseman coming down from the point. Whips on a shot from the slot. Gets wrapped around. Wachusett's there to pick it up. Just 30 seconds remaining here on the Jack Tepper penalty. Liam's able to get a piece of that, and he's able to bank on that zone. Comes all the way down. King comes up to play the puck. Wachusett picks it up. They pass it ahead. The player lets it go. It's in on Shaughnessy. Just 20 seconds remaining here on the Jack Tepper penalty. Tom Belbin was able to get the man. Peter Belbin picked up the puck. Got it up to Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris is able to get out of the zone. Wachusett goes for the long pass. It's incomplete. Tom Belbin's going to pick it up. And he chips it all the way inside net and scores! Tom Belbin from his own blue line scores his first career goal as a Colonial. It is 4-0 Shrewsbury. Peter Belbin got his first of the year against Framingham on a rope, but he wasn't quite as far out as Tom Belbin was when he just scored his first career goal. 4-0 Colonials in the second period. Wachusett wins that faceoff. Jack Tepper now coming out of the box. Tom Belbin gets up to Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris tries to get it up for Cole Russo. Cole Russo pokes it forward. James Tepper picks it up for James Tepper. James Tepper trips over a loose stick. Tyler Boris wins the battle for it and gets it back to James Tepper. Tepper in the corner with it, gets it out for Russo. Gets shipped ahead, Russo battling for it. Tyler Boris is going to end up with it. Tyler Boris circling around, he gets it up. Gets it ahead to Flionis. Flionis lost the puck down now. Flionis battling it in the corner. James Tepper picks it up. Tepper circling around, he walks it over. Cole Russo tried to get away with that, but accidentally deflected it behind the net. Tom Belbin's going to pick it up. Belbin plays it towards the net. James Tepper can't quite handle it. The puck was hopping. Wachusett's going to get it. They're going to clear it all the way down. That'll go for a nice with 9:54 remaining here in the second period. It's 4-0 Shrewsbury. Holloway's going to take this face off in the offensive zone with O'Connor on his left and Albertson on his right. Holloway's able to tie up his man. O'Connor picks it up. O'Connor with it in the corner now. Tries to play it behind the net. Wachusett's there to pick it up. Gets wrapped all the way around. Cam Mullen's able to keep it in. Mullen pushes it forward. Now he's chasing after it. Wachusett gets it. They wrap it all the way around. Holloway can't quite get there. Able to get a piece of it though. O'Connor's going to throw it back down low. Wachusett wraps it around. Now Albertson's there. Albertson wins the race and sends it back around for O'Connor. O'Connor loses the puck though. He's able to catch up to that man. Keep it in the zone momentarily. Wachusett can't get it up cleanly. Mullen plays it up to Holloway. Passes just a little too far ahead of Holloway, who can handle it quite cleanly. Wachusett picks it up. They're in the defensive zone. That breakout pass was no good. They're able to chip it out of the zone, but Persicino's able to stop it from going any farther. Persicino now with possession of it. He enters the offensive zone. Persicino on his forehand. Fires one towards the net. No one was there. Wachusett's going to win the race of that. O'Connor able to pin his man. Dump it all the way back in. Wachusett picks it up in the zone. They fire it out. Persicino's there, and he gets it back up to Liam. Liam gets it ahead for Anthony. Anthony goes back to Liam. Liam from the slot. King pokes it ahead. Tom Belbin looking for the rebound goal. That got blocked in front, and Tyler Boris picks it up. Boris gets it back to Quinlivan. Boris picks it back up. He's behind the net with it now. Boris walking. He gets it over for Anthony. Anthony shoots. Save made. Wachusett gets the rebound. They poke it ahead. That shot from Connor Persicino at the point blocked. Persicino's able to keep the puck in the zone. Then Quinlivan battling for it in the corner. Wachusett goes to the far clear. Puck gets out of the zone, so Shrewsbury has to regroup. Anthony now has it inside the defensive zone. Anthony gets it ahead for Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris coming up ice with it now. Tyler Boris gets around a couple players, fights through a hook. He dekes around. Shot went wide. Anthony chasing after it now. Tom Belbin's going to come in. Puck gets by him, and now Wachusett has a 2-on-1 coming up on Connor Persicino. Player gets by, shoots. Good save there by Shaughnessy. Persicino was able to force that shot from a bad angle. Now Anthony Quinlivan has the puck. Quinlivan's getting in ice with it now. Tyler Boris just got knocked off sides. Puck's going to come just outside the Wachusett zone with 7:41 remaining here in the second period. Colonials lead the Mountaineers 4-0. It'll be Tepper, and Russo on the ice for Shrewsbury, with Flionis and Peter Belbin back on duty. Jack's able to win the face-off back to Peter Belbin. Belbin tries to chip it ahead for James. A little too far ahead. Wachusett's going to pick it up. They can't get it out of the zone, though. Peter Belbin's able to get the keep. Wachusett gloves it ahead. No hand pass called as Wachusett gets it out of the zone. Belbin and Flionis chasing after it. Peter Belbin gets it just below his own goal line. Passes it all the way around for Tepper. James Tepper can't stick around that player. Wachusett picks it up. Peter Belbin getting back. It's thrown towards Shaughnessy. He's easily able to play it to the side. Then Peter Belbin wins the race to it in the corner. Belbin wins the battle and now coming behind his net with it. Belbin gets it up to James Tepper. Tepper goes for the long pass over to Jack. Jack pushes it too far ahead, just off net. The goalie plays it to the side. Cole Russo's battling for it. Jack Tepper now has it along the sideboard. Tries to get it back to Russo. Russo kicks it along to James Tepper, but Wachusett's going to pick it up. Wachusett gets it out of the zone. Flionis gets a glove on it, so it doesn't go all the way down, but it does get out of the zone. Tom Belbin fighting through a bear hug and gets it ahead to James Tepper. Wachusett's able to get the puck out of the zone there. Cole Russo kicks it in. And that player can't get by Tom Belbin, who's able to get the puck out of the zone. Tepper picks it up, tries to get it over to Cole Russo, but that pass is blocked by Wachusett. Then it gets stumped in. Shaughnessy comes out to play the puck, and Cam Mullen's going to get it inside the defensive zone. Russo lets it get by him. Wachusett was able to keep it in the zone at the first. Then James Tepper was able to get it out. Lost the puck, though. Wachusett picks it up. They try to dump it back in, but Tom Belbin's there. His pass was behind Cole Russo, so they go all the way down for an ice. 6:13 remaining here in the second period. Faceoff's going to come just in front of Patrick Shaughnessy. It's 4-0 Shrewsbury. It'll be Holloway, Alejandro, and Delaney on the ice for Shrewsbury. Leonis and Mullen back at D. That face-off won by Delaney. Mullen backhands it ahead, and Holloway was able to draw the hit and get the puck out of the zone. Delaney coming up now on his backhand. He gets it over. Alejandro got a piece of it, and then crashed into the net as he couldn't get anything on the shot. Face-off should come outside the zone, as that was Connor Delaney that took the net off its moorings. Or Alejandro, sorry. 6:01 remaining here in the second period. It'll be the same players on the ice for the Colonials. Connor Delaney will take this face-off in the neutral zone. He's 1 for 1 so far tonight. Delaney's able to win that one back to Cam Mullen, and Mullen gets it into the far corner. Delaney chasing after it now. Almost stumbles. Holloway's able to prevent that pass from getting all the way up the boards. Battling for it now down lower, Holloway and Delaney. Squirts out to Wachusett behind the net. Wachusett banks it ahead. Just kept inside the zone. The time by Holloway. Wachusett's able to get it out, but now Alejandro has it inside the neutral zone. He stick handles it back into the defensive zone. Gets it back to the defense. And then drawing the hit is Danny Holloway, but he is able to get the puck deep inside the Wachusett zone. Delaney battling now, and Alejandro's going to pick it up. Alejandro throws it towards the net. Holloway can't get the rebound now. Wachusett has it coming up ice. Mullen's able to poke that away. Goes offsides. Wachusett does touch it up. So the faceoff's going to come outside the Shrewsbury zone. 5:13 remaining here in the second period. It'll be Mullen and Persicino back at D, as Boris, Quinlivan, and Quinlivan come onto the ice to play forward for Shrewsbury. Wachusett wins that faceoff. Play to the side. Tyler Boris can't quite get there. Wachusett's able to get into the zone, but it's offsides. They touch up, and again, the faceoff's going to come just outside the Shrewsbury zone. Wachusett wins that one. They get it inside the zone, but Anthony's going to be able to pick it up. Anthony's got Tyler Boris on his right. He tries to flip it ahead, but too far ahead. Tyler Boris has it in the corner. Boris takes the contact, leaves the puck down low for Liam. Liam gets it up to Anthony. Anthony didn't have the shot he wants, so he circles back. Anthony gets the point up to Mullen. Mullen gets it over to Persicino. Persicino walks it down. Looking backdoor, and he got it. That was Anthony Quinlivan with a goal from Persicino and Cam Mullen. With 4:41 remaining here in the second period, it is 5-0 Colonials. Great look by Persicino, gave it over to Anthony. Anthony had all day to shoot. Found the back of the net. Wachusett changing goalies now, as Jackson King has given up 5 goals in just over a period and a half. It'll still be Quinlivan, and Boris on the ice for Shrewsbury. Belbin and Belbin are now back on D. Anthony wins that face-off from Boris. Boris is able to stick handle around that player. Boris shoots and scores. The first shot this goalie saw was a rocket from Tyler Boris in close. It is 6-0 Shrewsbury with 4:35 remaining here in the second period.
Shrewsbury goal scored by number 7.
Jack Tepper's going to take this face off with Cole Russo on his right and James Tepper on his left. Belbin and Belbin are still back on D. Jack wins that back to Peter Belbin. Jack Tepper's been very good on face-off so far this evening. Cole Russo chases that one down. James Tepper gets a piece of that pass attempt. Wachusett picks it up inside their zone, but Cole Russo's all over that player. Wachusett chips it ahead. Tom Belbin can't get the keep, and now Wachusett has a 2-on-1 coming up on Peter Belbin. Belbin dives to block the pass. He shoots. It goes over the net. From the point they shoot on net, Shaughnessy easily stops that one. Gets thrown out front. Comes all the way to the point. That shot never gets to Shaughnessy. Now Jack Tepper picks it up inside the defensive zone. Jack Tepper taking it up. He's able to blow by that player. Jack Tepper coming in. He shoots. Same bait and covered. 3:56 remaining here in the second period. Colonials have a 6-0 lead over the Wachusett Mountaineers. O'Connor tries to win that one forward. Alejandro ends up skating by it. O'Connor takes down his man. Albertson's the other forward on that line now. Wachusett chips that into their own zone. And it'll be a center ice faceoff. O'Connor set to take the faceoff at center ice. He gets it up to Alejandro. Alejandro coming up on a 2-on-1. He's got Albertson on his right. Alejandro gets it over for Albertson. Puck was hopping as he got to Albertson, who couldn't get a shot off. Albertson with the puck now in the corner. Battling with a couple players. Albertson still in possession of the puck. He throws it in front. O'Connor couldn't get a stick on it. McManus is able to keep it in. Wachusett gets it out, but back into the Shrewsbury bench. So the faceoff's going to come all the way back into the Wachusett zone. Cam Mullen with the assist on that 5th goal. I do believe that was his first point as a Colonial. O'Connor kicked out of the faceoff, so Alejandro will take it. Alejandro wins it forward. O'Connor racing after it. O'Connor battling behind the net, but Wachusett's going to win it. They get the puck. They try to chip it out. Good keep there by McManus. Still inside the zone, but Wachusett's able to get it out. Alejandro catches up to that player. And then to that one. They chip it in. Persicino's able to stop it from advancing. Now Albertson picks it up. Albertson's across the red line, enters the Wachusett zone. Albertson's still in possession of the puck. He's able to put that through the player's legs. Albertson finally loses possession of the puck. Wachusett has it coming up ice. They chip it forward. No ice is the call. Persicino's going to chase it down and win the race to the puck. Persicino gets it over to McManus. McManus goes for the far pass for O'Connor. It was too far ahead. Wachusett's going to get there, and they bank it forward. Persicino picks it up inside the Shrewsbury zone. Gets it up to Tyler Boris. Boris ships ahead, and it's going to be picked up by Quinlivan. The defenseman stumbles. Anthony's able to get around him. Anthony passing over. No one was there. Tyler Boris ends up with it. Tries to get it to Persicino at the point. Wachusett's able to get it out. Tyler Boris able to break that up. Tyler Boris has possession. He gets it up to Quinlivan. Anthony Quinlivan on the right side now. Quinlivan looking over for Liam. Good job by the defenseman, able to block that pass. That one gets by Tom Belbin, and now it's a 2-on-1 coming on Peter Belbin. And again, Wachusett goes offsides. That's the 3rd time the 2-on-1 has come in on Peter Belbin, and twice Wachusett has jumped offsides. Peter Belbin doing a terrific job holding his ground so far tonight. 2:09 remaining here in the second period. The Colonials still holding on to a 6-goal lead. Quinlivan, Tyler Boris on the Shrewsbury. Wachusett wins it. That's Tom Belbin though. Belbin goes over for Peter, and then Peter chips it out of the zone to Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris can't advance it any farther. Digging for it now are Boris, Peter Belbin, Anthony Quinlivan waiting. Anthony Quinlivan finds it. He fishes it out and takes it into the offensive zone. Anthony Quinlivan with possession. He gets the pass over for Liam. Liam looking for Tyler Boris, who was crashing the net. Anthony has it now. He puts it behind the net where Liam's going to pick it up. Liam takes the hit, but gets the pass up to Tom Belbin. Tyler Boris got the deflection. Wachusett has coming the other way. Peter Belbin trying to catch up to that player. He shoots. Save made by Shaughnessy. Peter Belbin with the puck behind the net. Backhands it over for Liam Quinlivan. Quinlivan coming up ice now. Liam Quinlivan on his right side. Takes it behind the net. Liam still with possession. Gets the Persicino up at the point. Persicino goes back down low for Liam. Liam shoots one on net and glove save made. 1:08 remaining here in the second period. Terrific save made by Shaughnessy on that breakaway, the first real challenge he's faced so far this evening. It'll be Tepper and Russo on the S Shrewsbury, with Connell Persicino and Cam Mullen back at D. Tepper wins another face-off back to James. James shoots, it goes wide. Mullen's able to keep it in. Wraps it all the way around where Jack Tepper's going to get there. Jack Tepper taken down. Cole Russo is battling for it now on the sideboards. Wachusett comes out with it. They're able to break out of the zone, but Cam Mullen's going to pick it up inside the neutral zone. He sends it forward. It's inside the Wachusett zone now. They are able to chip it out. Cam Mullen gets it. He gets it up for Cole Russo. Cole Russo takes it into the zone. Cole Russo kicks it to himself. Dives forward. Wachusett's able to get it by James Tepper. Just 30 seconds remaining here in the period. Wachusett gets it out. That goes through Persicino's legs. It won't be a nice. Shaughnessy plays it. Shaughnessy goes for the long pass up to James Tepper. Tepper takes the contact and gets it over for Jack. Jack shoots. Save made, goes up and out of play. 16 seconds remaining. If Jack Tepper scored, that would have been an assist for Patrick Shaughnessy. Off the goalie, that puck will stay inside the Wachusett zone with 16 seconds remaining here in the period. But a penalty now coming to James Tepper. Signal by the referee looked like it might have been a misconduct. Shrewsbury is going to be killing a penalty for the last 16 seconds of this period. Russo and Jack Tepper still on the ice for Shrewsbury. Cam Troyo is joining Peter Belbin on the PK.
Penalty on number 16, James Tepper.
Shrewsbury kicked out of the face-off. Unsportsmanlike conduct, the penalty for James Tepper. Cole Russo will win that face-off back. Wachusett gets it. Wachusett gets it up to the point. Cole Russo there, he can't block the shot. Shot does get blocked in front. The rebound kicks up to the point. Shaughnessy makes that save. Wachusett tries to put it in from the high slot. They shoot and score. Less than 3 seconds remaining here in the second period, and on the power play, Wachusett scores their first goal of the game. Shaughnessy made a couple saves in that sequence. One finally gets by him, and it is 6-1 Shrewsbury. With just 2.9 seconds remaining, Danny Holloway will come on to be the third forward for Shrewsbury. Jack Tepper's able to win that face-off. Gets tied up. Holloway gets 4, and that'll be it for the period. Wachusett does get one on the power play, but after 2 periods, it's 6-1 Shrewsbury. They'll enter the second intermission with a 5-goal lead over Wachusett. We're ready to go here for the third period. It'll be Anthony, Liam, and Tyler Boris starting for the Colonials, and Connell Persicino and Cam Mullen back at D. Liam comes away with the puck at the face-off. Tyler Boris is going to throw it all the way back down. Liam throws it out front. Wachusett's able to bat it away. Liam picks it up behind the net, though. Tries to go back for Tyler Boris, but Wachusett picks it up. Wachusett's able to move it forward. Squirts out to Cam Mullen. Cam Mullen on the right side of the red line throws it in. Wachusett's able to prevent it from going all the way down. Persicino comes up and plays that. Anthony picks it up. Gets it over to Cam Mullen. Mullen gets it up to Tyler Boris. Boris goes back down low for Mullen. Mullen can't chip it by that player. Wachusett now has it in the offensive zone. They have possession. They take a shot on Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy's able to fight through a screen, make the save on that one. That attempt kicks out. Tyler Boris is able to chip it just out of the zone. Now Liam Quinlivan has it coming up, and Connell Persicino on his left. Liam can't cleanly stick handle past that player. Persicino picks it up, gets it up for Mullen. Mullen goes over for Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris takes a shot. That gets blocked in front and goes to the corner. Gets chipped by Connell Persicino. Now Wachusett has it. Wachusett's on a breakaway. If they hurry up, Tyler Boris is getting back. Player couldn't get anything off. Boris is back, able to play the body. Cam Mullen was back to pick up the puck. Quinlivan has it, and they move it up for Tyler Boris. Anthony got it up for Boris. Now Boris has it on his right. He's got Liam on his left. Boris able to stick handle that past that player, but the player was able to take him out of the play while another Wachusett player picked up the puck. Jameson Alejandro trying to catch up to that player. They get a shot on net. Shaughnessy saves that easily. 1 minute and 27 seconds here to the third period. The Colonials are up on Wachusett 6-1. Wachusett wins that face-off. Peter Belbin can't quite get to it. Gets back in. Now Tom Belbin will get it and fire it all the way around. Wachusett's able to keep it in. Colby Boris on the ice for Shrewsbury. Peter Belbin was able to block that shot in front. Colby Boris able to get the puck out of the zone. Alejandro chasing it down. And then Delaney's there to pick it up. Delaney loses the puck. Wachusett's going to pick it up. Peter Belbin's able to move it forward. Wachusett has it inside their zone. They go D to D. Colby Boris chasing after that player now on the forecheck. Gets chipped by him. Tom Belbin doesn't let it get out of the zone. Gets it over to Boris. Boris throws it in front. Gets by, and Delaney's going to pick it up. Gets out of the zone there. Delaney picks it back up and leaves it for Peter Belbin. Peter gets it over to Thomas. Thomas looks to fire it into the far corner. Wachusett gets a stick on it, but Alejandro's all over that player. Alejandro with a good hit along the boards. Now Alejandro battling for the puck down on the sideboards. Jack Tepper's over to help. Alejandro falls. Wachusett's able to get it out, but they chip it all the way down. Puck is on Shaughnessy, so no ice. Tom Belbin's going to pick it up. He gets it up for Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper makes sure it gets out of the zone. Wachusett throws it back in the zone where Tom Belbin's going to pick it up. Belbin gets a far side for Sam O'Connor. O'Connor gets it across the red line, moves it forward, can't get it deep. Wachusett's able to play it out. Persicino steps up on that player, and O'Connor's going to pick up the puck. O'Connor backhands it outside the zone, and then Persicino wins the race to it and chips it to himself. O'Connor picks it up now behind the net. He gets it over for McManus. Gets sent back down low. O'Connor got a stick on it. It's behind the net now. Jack Tepper pushes it ahead.
I don't know about that. You got hit it.
And the net came off. The face-off is going to come outside the Shrewsbury zone. Tepper, and Russo on the ice for Shrewsbury, with Persicino and McManus back on D. Jack Tepper does not win that face-off, but he's still over 500 for the night. McManus is able to pass it up to Russo. Russo has it coming up. AC gets it over to Jack Tepper. Tepper takes a long shot. Save made. James racing for the rebound. Now Wachusett has it coming up ice. McManus steps up. Player gets by him, but loses the puck. Gets sent around. Wachusett has possession of it inside the offensive zone. Wachusett gets a shot on net. Gloved easily by Shaughnessy. No screen in front. 11:28 remaining here in the third period. Still a 5-goal lead for the Colonials. Sam O'Connor is going to take this face-off inside the defensive zone. O'Connor is able to win it back to Mullen. Mullen backhands it all the way around for Holloway. Holloway not able to get the puck out of the zone. Tom Belbin's there to help. Wachusett gets the keep. O'Connor picks it up. Goes behind the net for Mullen. Mullen's able to chip it ahead for Albertson. Albertson's across the red line. He'll dump it into the far corner where it's going to be chased down by Holloway. Holloway's able to win the battle. Gets the pass around the net for Albertson. Albertson takes the contact, still fighting for it. O'Connor's going to pick it up and get it back for Mullen. Mullen from the point gets it back down low to O'Connor. O'Connor from the sideboards walked in, shoots. Save made. Goalie was able to cover the puck. 10:52 remaining here in the third period. Face-off is going to be inside the Wachusett zone. Same players on the ice here for Shrewsbury. Face-off one back to Mullen. Mullen puts it back in deep. Albertson's going to win the race to it in the corner. Albertson gets back for Tom Belbin. Tom Belbin walks in. Can't stick handle around that player, loses the puck. Wachusett now has it in the corner. Wachusett gets nothing on that clear attempt. Sam O'Connor had it in his feet, didn't see it originally. He's able to pick it up and throw it back in deep. Albertson's there to pick it up, lost the puck though, and now Wachusett's headed up ice. They chip it outside the zone. Tom Belbin picks it up, fires it back in. Goalie comes out to stop the puck behind the net, can't quite get there. Wachusett chips it out. Tom Belbin's going to fire it back in again. Goalie comes out to play the puck. Wachusett now with it behind their net. Quinlivan Boris line on the ice now for Shrewsbury. Liam picks it off, pushed it too far ahead of him. Goalie was able to get the cover. 10:05 remaining here in the third period. And Quinlivan and Boris are going to have an offensive zone face-off with Cam Troy and Connell Persicino back at defense. Liam can't quite hang on to it. Wachusett gets it outside the zone. Troyle's able to push it back in. Wachusett's able to break it out again. Persicino's over there to break that up. Now Wachusett hit it up ice. They're going to fire one in. It's behind the net now. Anthony picks it up. Anthony from behind his own goal line starts taking up ice. Gets it out of the zone. Wachusett now enters the zone. They lose the puck, and now Cam Troyle's taking up ice. Cam Troyle gets it ahead for Liam. Liam's able to get it just inside the zone, loses the puck. Wachusett has possession of it now. Liam can't quite get there to intercept that pass. Cam Troyo steps up to break up that play. Wachusett fires it back in. Tyler Boris picks it up now in the defensive zone. Boris trying to spin around that player. He does. Can't flip it out of the zone. Wachusett gets the keep from the point. They shoot. Glove saved by Shaughnessy. 9:08 remaining here in the third period. Face-off is going to be on Shaughnessy's right, with the Colonials still leading Mountaineers 5 goals. Delaney, Colby, Boris, Jameson Alejandro, the forward line for Shrewsbury. Alejandro won it back. Mullen played it up, and Delaney gets it over to Alejandro. Gets chipped ahead, but Delaney's there to pick it up. Delaney enters the offensive zone, and Colby Boris jumped just off sides. Wachusett wins that faceoff, but Delaney picks it up. Delaney's able to get it all the way inside the Wachusett zone. Wraps around. The Wachusett player gets there, but stumbles. Alejandro's there. He picks it up. He throws it in front of the net. Delaney can't get a shot off. Now a penalty upcoming to Wachusett. Tom Belbin has it. He gets it over from Mullen. Mullen goes back to Belbin. Wachusett's just trying to get a touch. Mullen plays it up. Wachusett's going to get that touch. 8:37 remaining here in the third period, and the Colonials are going to go to the power play. Charging the call, it'll be Quinlivan, and James Tepper, the forwards on the ice for Shrewsbury on this power play. Connell Persicino's joined by Tyler Boris back at the point. Jack Tepper now coming on to join Quinlivan on the power play.
Minor penalty on Wachusett. Penalties on number 17, Mark Richards.
Face-off's a draw. Liam comes away with it. He gets it to Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris walks it down low, looking back door for Anthony. Pass got deflected. Anthony does end up with it. Anthony along the sideboards now. Stick handles down low. Moves it down below for Liam. Liam tried to give it back to him, but the pass got all the way through. Tyler Boris is going to pick it up at the point. Gets it back down low for Jack. Jack wins the battle for it. Gets it over to Liam. Liam with a wraparound attempt. Save made. Puck's loose behind the net now. Jack gets it over for Liam. Liam curls back. If the spin around that player. Loses his footing and the puck though, but Persicino ends up with it. He gets back down for Anthony. Anthony loses it. Wachusett's going to clear it all the way around. Jack Tepper's able to stop it. Tepper battling with a couple Mountaineers now. Gets it back to Boris. Tyler Boris at the point. He goes for Anthony. Anthony gets it over, and goal scored. It went off a skate in front of the net. Liam Quinlivan was right there, tied up with a Wachusett player. I'm not sure if it went off Liam's skate or the Wachusett skate. Either way, Anthony will get a point on the play. 7:41 remaining in the game. 7-1 Colonials. It'll be Tepper, and Russo on the ice now for Shrewsbury. Tom Belbin is joined by Mike Walton at defense. Russo tries to push that one forward. Mike Walton racing up. Mike Walton wins the race to it. Can't push it all the way forward. Russo digging for it. Now Mike Walton helping. Mike Walton's able to get it forward to James Tepper. James Tepper enters the offensive zone now. Tepper gets taken down. Wachusett picks it up inside the defensive zone. And they go for the far pass. Tom Belbin's there. He's just going to throw it back inside the zone. Jack Tepper chasing after it hard now inside the offensive zone. He's able to block that pass. Tepper still digging for it. It squirts out. Russo's there now. Tepper throws it back down low. Kicks back out to him. Tepper trying to stick handle around. Russo ends up picking it up. And Russo's going to throw it back down low. James Tepper's there, but Wachusett comes away with the puck. They're able to get the puck out of the zone, but not cleanly. It's going to come all the way down, and that'll be an ice. Less than 7 minutes remaining here in the third period. Puck's going to come all the way back into the Wachusett zone. O'Connor, Albertson, and Holloway coming into the ice here for Shrewsbury. It'll still be Mike Walton and Connell Persicino back to defense. Albertson's able to win that one forward. Wachusett comes away with it, though. Can't break out of the zone cleanly, a problem they've had all night. Persicino gets it, and he goes D-to-D to Walton. Walton gets it up for Holloway. Holloway runs through that player and is able to get the puck into the zone. O'Connor gets it over for Albertson. Albertson back to O'Connor. O'Connor shoots one on net. Holloway with the puck loose in front. Can't get a shot. O'Connor comes out of nowhere. Now Albertson has it. Albertson can't get the shot off, and now Wachusett has it. They're able to get the puck out of the zone now. Can't complete that pass, though. Mike Walton draws the contact. Mike Walton can't get the puck out of the zone on the first try. O'Connor's able to push it forward. Wachusett's going to throw it back in. It's behind the net where Persicino's going to pick it up. Persicino gets it up to Albertson. Albertson kicks it forward, chasing after it now. Albertson with the aggressive forecheck is able to check that man into the boards. Albertson battling with a couple Wachusett players now. Holloway's going to pick up that puck in the corner. Holloway sends it back down low for Albertson. Albertson has it. He sends it back for Holloway. It squirts out in front of the net, but no one's there. Persicino's going to get there. Send it back down low for Holloway. Holloway leaves it there for O'Connor. O'Connor can't quite get there in time. Wachusett's able to chip it forward. Holloway prevents it from getting out of the zone, though. Holloway still digging, pushes it back down low. Albertson's going to get there behind the net. Player gets by, now Wachusett has it. Wachusett with a clean break out there. Gets by. Cam Mullen chasing after it. Cam Mullen able to break that out. The shot never got to Shaughnessy. Now Persicino chasing that player behind the net. Gets thrown in front. It's on Shaughnessy. He easily plays it to the side. Cam Mullen gets it up. Then Colby Boris lays a hit, but that'll be a penalty. Wachusett throws it back in. Mullen's going to get the touch. But a penalty coming up to Colby Boris for an elbow with 5:11 remaining here in the third period. Colonial still holding on to a 6-goal lead over the Wachusett Mountaineers. Killing the penalty for Shrewsbury is going to be Alejandro, Delaney, Fleonis, and Tom Belbin. Alejandro's able to win that face-off over to Belbin. Belbin gets it up, but can't get it out. Wachusett from the point. That shot goes wide. Wachusett throws it back down low. Wachusett now has it behind the net. Wachusett gets it out to the point. Back down low. From down low, they try to shoot. Fleonis is able to block that. They send it back behind the net. Tom Belbin's going to win the race to it. Tom Belbin can't clear it. Alejandro's there. Alejandro will just hold it against the boards. Then he sends it back behind the net. Wachusett's going to win the race for that one. 30 seconds now gone from the Colby Boris penalty. Wachusett's shot goes way wide of the net. Gets all the way to the other point. He's going to throw it back into the corner. Wraps around. Wachusett now has it in this corner. Wachusett gets it out to the point. Shoots, and Alejandro gets the block. Alejandro racing after it now. Alejandro comes away with it. Alejandro shoots. Shot got blocked and went to the side. Anthony Quinlivan's going to pick it up. Just a minute remaining here on the penalty to Colby Boris. Anthony gets it over from Joe Fleonis. Fleonis' shot gets blocked. Anthony was able to get in the way of that one. Puck's going to go up and out of play. Off Anthony's stick, it should come outside the Wachusett zone. 53 seconds remaining here to the Colby Boris penalty. 4:03 remaining in the game. And the referee indicating that the puck will stay inside the Wachusett zone. Both Quinlivans on the ice now with McManus and Peter Belbin back on D. Anthony ties up his man. Wachusett gets it forward, but McManus is able to push it back in. Wachusett gets it up. Peter Belbin takes that man, and then Anthony Quinlivan's going to pick up the puck and get it up to Liam. Liam tries to clear it all the way down. A Wachusett player gloves it down. Wachusett entering the offensive zone now. They get a shot. Save made by Shaughnessy with 34 seconds remaining here on the penalty. It'll be the same players on the ice killing the penalty here for Shrewsbury. Anthony gets set to take the face-off in the defensive zone. Anthony wins it back. Battling for it. Wachusett gets it at the point. That shot's blocked by Liam Quinlivan. Wachusett picks it up down low. They get a shot, and that's easily saved by Patrick Shaughnessy with 22 seconds remaining on the penalty to Colby Boris. O'Connor and Holloway coming off with Quinlivans. Sam O'Connor will take this face-off inside the defensive zone. Face-off's a tie, but Peter Belbin's able to clear it all the way down. Denny Holloway, the forechecker. He's able to cut off his player in time. And then Peter Belbin picks it up. He fires it down. Holloway can't poke the puck past that player, but the penalty to Kobe Boris now expiring. Wachusett moving the puck up. Goes off the penalty door and back into play. Now Wachusett's able to get it into the zone. Sam McManus is going to pick it up after Shaughnessy plays it for him. Less than 3 minutes remaining here in the game. McManus goes back around. It's going to come all the way around for Albertson. Albertson takes the contact but gets the puck out of play. Comes back up with the puck. Goes ahead looking for Holloway. It was too far ahead, but the Wachusett player couldn't handle the pass. Wachusett gets it. They get it all the way around, but Albertson's there to pick it up. Albertson loses the puck. Wachusett now has it. They're able to get the puck out of the zone, but Tom Belbin's going to just throw it back in. Wachusett picks it up, and they're headed back up ice now. Wachusett enters the offensive zone, dumps it in. McManus wins the race to it. On the back end, he gets it around for Albertson. Albertson can't chip it past that player. Albertson's still in possession of the puck, though. Now he's able to get out of the zone. Albertson's still in possession of the puck. He's coming. He's across the red line, enters the offensive zone, takes a hit, and now O'Connor coming up with it. Gets all the way around. Tom Belbin has it at the point. He fires one. It's played to the side by the goalie. Mike Walton comes in. He gets one on net. Wachusett defenseman in front was able to clear it out. Delaney chasing that player. Nice hit laid by Cole Russo. And now Tom Belbin will chase it back in the defensive zone with less than 2 minutes remaining. Belbin gets it over for Walton. Walton gets it up to Alejandro. Alejandro will dump it into the zone where Russo and Delaney are going to chase it down. Delaney was able to hold up that player, then Cole Russo drew the body. Wachusett still in possession of it inside their zone. They're going to wrap it around, but Tom Belbin's able to keep it inside the zone. He fires one, that gets blocked. 1.5 minutes remaining here in the game. Puck down below the goal line. Cole Russo pokes it to himself. Russo walks it, gets it over for Walton. Walton throws it back down. Puck behind the net. Russo gets back to Delaney. Then it squirts back out to Tom Belbin. Belbin again shoots. That one's offline. Wachusett gets it, and they're going to go for the ice. 1:08 remaining here in the game. 7-1 Colonials, and the faceoff is going to come all the way back into the Wachusett zone. It'll be Albertson, Holloway, and O'Connor on the ice for Shrewsbury, with McManus and Troyo back on D. O'Connor wins the faceoff back. Wachusett wins the race to it, though. McManus and Troyo able to break it up. Wachusett gets it, though. They're entering the offensive zone. Great hit laid by Sam McManus. Cam Troyo draws the contact, but's able to push it ahead to Sam O'Connor. O'Connor can't quite get the puck out of the zone. Troyo's able to poke the puck out of the zone, and now O'Connor coming up ice with it. O'Connor leaves it for Albertson. Albertson shoots. That shot gets blocked. O'Connor circling around, gets over to McManus. McManus shoots. That shot goes wide. Cam Troyo racing in to keep it in the zone. Puck gets out, but O'Connor's going to end up with it inside the neutral zone, take it inside the defensive zone. He's able to flip the puck at the center ice. Holloway gets it over for Albertson. Now Albertson enters the offensive zone as back end. Albertson takes the contact with the puck. Now Wachusett has it in their own zone. 20 seconds remaining here in the game. Wachusett has it inside the defensive zone. They go for the long pass. McManus steps up on that. Wachusett's able to get it into the zone. They have a 3-on-1 now. Troyo's able to block that pass. Then O'Connor blocks that one. Just 7 seconds remaining. O'Connor racing off ice. O'Connor entering the zone. There's only 2 seconds remaining. O'Connor walks over, shoots, and scores! Sam O'Connor with what I believe was his first career point. An absolute rocket top shelf with 0.7 seconds remaining in the game. And assuming nobody scores in the final 0.7 seconds, it'll be an 8-1 final here at North Star. Russ let the clock run. 8-1 will be the final. Shrewsbury gets the big win over their Roy Conference rivals, the Wachusett Mountaineers. Shrewsbury's next game is going to be next Wednesday at 4 p.m. against Hudson at New England Sports Center. Big win for Shrewsbury. We hope to see you at the next one.